Dante Alighieri's Inferno is the ultimate travelogue of the damned. It's a terrifying, brutal, and deeply poetic vision of the afterlife that has shaped how Western civilization imagines hell for over 700 years. But let's be clear, this isn't just a list of punishments. It's a reflection of human nature, a political commentary, and a brilliant display of eye for an eye justice known as the principle of contrapasso. Today, we are going on a trip to the underworld, from the silent sighs of limbo to the frozen depths where Lucifer himself resides. Grab your guidebook because we are going down. Our journey begins not in fire, but in a place of sorrow. This is limbo, the first circle. It's not hell in the sense of pitchforks and flames. It's more like a waiting room for the brilliant but unlucky. Why are they here? They were born before Christ. They were righteous, but because they weren't baptized, they missed the ferry to heaven. Think of it as a permanent, quiet exile. Dante describes it not with screams, but with sighs. But there was a special exception. When Jesus died on the cross, he descended into limbo and offered a get-out-of-hell free card to a select few, Old Testament heavyweights like Moses and Noah. They got the promotion. But you, Socrates, you are stuck there forever. To get deeper, we must pass Minos, the monstrous judge who wraps his tail around a soul to determine its destination, a number of coils for a number of the circle. Welcome to Circle 2, Lust. Forget the romantic notion. This is pure torment. The souls here are buffeted by a hellish hurricane crashing into the rocks of a mountain. The logic is savage. These people allowed themselves to be blown about by the passions of love in life. So now they are literally blown about by wind for eternity. You will find Cleopatra here and Paris of Troy. Now we step into the gutter. Circle 3, Gluttony. Imagine the worst acid rain you have ever seen, mixed with ice and snow. It is a constant, vile downpour. And standing guard is Cerberus, the three-headed beast. He mauls the souls lying in the mud. Why? Because those who gorged themselves on food are now being eaten alive. It is a gruesome, endless loop of regeneration and tearing. You see, on Judgment Day, everyone gets their bodies back. In heaven, that is perfection. In hell, it just means you have more flesh to tear. Next up is Circle 4, Greed. This is a battlefield. Two huge factions are rolling massive weights at each other, screaming obscenities. The klutzes who hoarded wealth and the spendthrifts who squandered it. They are fighting over worthless bags, utterly unrecognizable because centuries of conflict have left their faces disfigured. They fought for $1 on earth, now they fight for a ghost. And then we sink into Circle 5, Wrath. This is the river Styx, but it is not water, it is a putrid swamp of mud. The angry spirits are constantly ripping at each other, trying to claw their way to the top. But the worst part? Those bubbles you see, they are not just gas. They are the sullen souls, the ones who were passive-aggressive or bitter in life, gurgling their rage beneath the surface. We grab a boat with the ferryman, Phlegyas, to cross this mire. But it is not smooth sailing. The sky turns red as we approach the burning city of Dis, the gateway to the true depths of hell. The city of Dis looks like something out of a dystopian nightmare, fiery mosques and iron walls. We try to enter, but the fallen angels guarding the gates slam them shut. They call upon the Furies to summon Medusa to turn us to stone. It is a standoff. But just as things look bleak, a flash of lightning, an actual angel descends from heaven and simply walks across the swamp, pushing the souls aside and opens the gate with a touch. It is a terrifying reminder that even the devils fear divine intervention. We are now in Circle 6, Heresy. This is where the real horror begins. No more sighing or rain. Here, it is active torture. The heretics are trapped in flaming tombs, burning for all eternity. It is a cemetery on fire. We see King Frederick II here, not necessarily for being a bad guy, but for being on the wrong side of the political war between the Pope and the Emperor. In Dante's eyes, that was a heresy against God. Circle 7 is violence, and it is a 3-in-1 package deal. First, we have the outer ring, the river Phlegethon, a river of boiling blood. The centaurs patrol the shore, shooting anyone who tries to rise above the surface. The deeper you sank, the worse your violence. Alexander the Great is here, boiling alive. The second ring is for those violent against themselves, the suicides. They are turned into dead, gnarled trees. When Dante pulls a twig, the tree screams and bleeds. Why? Because they rejected their human bodies. Now they are trapped in a form that is not their own. On Judgment Day, their corpses will hang from their branches, a brutal reminder of their choice. The third ring is for blasphemers and sodomites, burning on a desert of sand with fire raining from the sky. It is relentless. If you lay down to rest, you are forced to stay there for a century, suffering more. Here we see Capanius, a giant of a man, lying in the flames and laughing. He defies Zeus, refusing to show pain. We also see the usurers, the moneylenders, with money bags around their necks, staring at them while walking on fire. Welcome to Circle 8, Fraud or Malebolge, which means the evil ditches. This is a massive, stadium-like stone basin with 10 concentric trenches, each for a specific type of trickery. In the first trench, panderers and seductors are forced to run while demons whip them. In the second trench, flatterers, people who told sweet lies, are steeped in a river of boiling human feces. It is literal, full of crab punishment. In the third trench, the simoniacs, those who sold church offices, are stuck upside down in flaming holes, their feet burning. In the fourth trench, sorcerers and soothsayers have their heads twisted backwards. They tried to see the future. Now they can only see what is behind them. In the fifth trench, grafters, the corrupt politicians, are submerged in boiling tar, kept down by demonic claws. In the sixth trench, the hypocrites wear beautiful, gilded lead robes that are staggeringly heavy. They look fancy, but they weigh a ton. In the center of this trench is Caiaphas, the high priest, who said it was expedient to kill Jesus just to maintain order. He is nailed to the ground, and the other hypocrites literally walk all over him. In the seventh trench, thieves are chased by serpents, bitten, turned to ash, and regenerated, a perfect cycle of theft and loss. In the eighth trench, evil counselors like Ulysses are swallowed by individual tongues of fire, burning from the inside out for giving bad advice. In the ninth trench, the sowers of discord are torn apart by a great demon. We even see Muhammad, who Dante places here as a schismatic, his body split open. And in the 10th and final trench, the falsifiers suffer from eternal, disgusting disease, leprosy, madness, and dropsy, a place of pure sickness where the air is thick with stench. Finally, we reach the bottom of the pit. Circle 9, treason. It is not fire, it is ice, a frozen lake called Cocytus. The traitors are encased in ice, their tears freezing instantly, sealing their eyelids shut with crystals of ice. And at the center of this frozen tomb is Lucifer. He is gargantuan, a beast with 3 faces, one red, one black, one yellow, each mouth eternally chewing on history's worst traitors. In the left mouth is Brutus, in the right is Cassius, the senators who betrayed Julius Caesar. They are being scratched and ripped forever. But in the central mouth is the worst of them all, Judas Iscariot, the betrayer of Christ. His head is inside Lucifer's mouth, while his back is being flayed by the devil's claws. How did Lucifer get here? When he fell from heaven, the earth recoiled in horror, shifting away from him, creating a cavern that leads straight through the center of the earth and out the other side. To leave hell, Dante and Virgil must literally climb down Lucifer's body and crawl out a hole in the bottom of the world, emerging to see the stars. It is a brutal journey, but a brilliant one. A reminder that the only way out of the darkness is to go through it. Thanks for watching the tour.